Finally, for this worksheet, we have topic 3, which is just going to cover reading tables. It's really important to be able to take information that is organized in different ways and pull information from that. Okay, so frequently in math, we'll have information that's organized in tables, graphs, charts, all sorts of things. So you need to be able to pull pertinent information from that table, graph, chart, or what have you. So in this case, tables, that's what we're going to look at here. You can hear my dog barking in the background. Tables are used to help organize data and display facts involving numbers, okay? So for us, for example, 3, it says use the given table to answer the following questions. So this table covers information about the 2016 Summer Olympics. Generally, when you have a table or a chart of some sort, there will be some kind of descriptive information. That's going to be really important to understanding what the values in the chart or the table mean. So in this case, the following table shows the top 10 countries in the 2016 Summer Olympics. So we can see that the countries, they have this broken down into the number of medals won. They have it broken down even further, not just the number of medals, but specifically gold, silver, and bronze medals. We also have this broken down by country. So USA, Great Britain, China, Russia, Germany, Japan, France, South Korea, Italy, and Australia. It is worth taking a moment when you get a chart and just sort of observing it, looking at it, kind of becoming familiar with it, and make sure you look for any descriptive information about the table or chart that you're looking at. Okay, so we've done that. We know what this table is all about. We've perused it. It's beautiful. We're ready to start. So the first question we have here is, how many bronze medals did China win? Well, we want to go to the row for China and then figure out which column indicates bronze medals. So we've got our row for China, our column for bronze. Where did the two meet? Well, China earned 26 bronze medals. One thing that math students are really typically hesitant to do is you want to just give naked numbers as your final answer. Numbers need some kind of description to them when you're dealing with math. So if you're solving some kind of a problem and there's a final answer, we need to know what that final answer is. So a perfect example here is I could just put 26. 26 what? Well, 26 bronze medals. Yes, the reader could go and read the question, but make it easy for the reader. 26 bronze medals, okay? Part B, it says, which country won a total of 42 medals? Well, I notice if I go to the totals column, I have this country here. I also have this country here. So there are two countries that won a total of 42 medals. In this case, it would be Germany, whoops, and France. So Germany and France both won a total of 42 medals. Now, if you were to just put France and Germany, that is not incorrect, but go ahead and give a description with your answer. Get in the habit of doing it now because later it's going to be much more important. Okay? Part C, which country had the fewest silver medals? So we, of course, want to go to the silver column, find the smallest number in the silver column. That would be 3. And if we look at which row we're in the South Korea row. So we would say something like South Korea won the fewest silver medals. And just like I said a moment ago, if you were to just put South Korea, you would not be incorrect, but get in the habit of describing your answer because like I said, it's going to be much, much more important down the road. Okay? Part D, which 3 countries had the most gold medals? So we want to go to the gold column and find the 3 largest numbers. Well, the 3 largest numbers are right here. And the winners of those medals would be the USA, Great Britain, and China won the most gold medals. All right, finally, for example 3, it says which 3 countries had the fewest total medals? So we want to go to the totals column and find the 3 numbers that are the smallest. So that would be 21, 28, and 29. So these 3 countries right here. So South Korea, Italy, and Australia. Australia, I think I spelled that wrong. I did. Don't tell Australians that I don't know how to spell the name of their country. So Australia, whoops, won the fewest medals total. So the fewest, let's say total medals. Medals. Woo. Can't spell. Okay, so there you have it. That is a table. So please understand that when you're given a table, it's just a way to represent numerical data. It gives us a way to just kind of organize a lot of information. If we had this listed out metal by metal, there's hundreds of metals here. We would need some help with that. Okay, so this table helps us organize that information. Okay, look for descriptive information about any kind of table, chart, graph that you're given, and just be careful when you pull the information from that. Double check it. Okay, and don't forget, get in the habit of describing what your answers are, because in future problems, descriptions of your answers are going to be really important.